But let's say I want to get the total. Let's take some random numbers. I'll just give some numbers here. Okay, just paste it as values. Now there are different ways of doing. Let's say I want the total on top of it. If it is like this, there is no problem. So I can use this formula equals sum of this one, and I can take till end. I can do it. So this is like, you don't have to bother about how many numbers are there. So if you want to do this through code, then it is very simple. So what we'll do, if you want to have the total here, let's say I have the number here. Let's say I have the number here, but I need to do this through program. This is when I have to get the total on top. What I'll do, say Alt F11, and let's name this. Always have this habit of naming it. 4. Right. Insert module. Say total. Okay. So here we'll write a program. It's very simple actually. Sub total. Okay. One way is I can take this formula and put it in the program itself. Say WKS total dot range of, we'll take this D3 dot value equals, we'll take this formula. So whatever formula is there, I'll just put it here. Okay. Now I just took this formula and I'm putting it here. Let me delete this. I will execute this. That's all. If I execute this, I'll get the total here. Now I don't want this formula to be available. It should be in a value. Then what I'll do, I'll go here, just convert this into value. Say D3 dot value is equal to value. That's all is the code. When it is on top, let's execute this. See, I'm getting the total. Let me add some more numbers. Right. Now there are some more numbers. This has to get changed. Now what we'll do, go here. Let me run this. See, it will give me the total here. Let me add some more numbers. Now when I run this, I should get the total. See, I'm getting the total on top. So if it is on top, I don't have to bother anything. Just give this formula because it is continuously happening. What if I want to get the total year? Let's say, let this be like this. I'll just copy the same thing and let's put it here. Now I want the total year in the bottom. Now we have to have a different approach because here I don't know how many rows will be there here. So it can be keep increasing. In this case, what I have to do is first I have to take the count. How many records are there? How many rows are there? So we'll say sub get total, say enter. Take the count equals count A. From here till bottom, we'll take the count. Take the count. How many records are there? And we'll take this into one variable. Say name intn as integer. Intn is equal to wks total dot range of g1 dot value. Now I have this count. Now what I have to do is I have to give the formula here. The formula will be like this, equals, first you give the formula in Excel, no problem. Sum of this. I have this sum, take this sum, and here I don't know the row number. This can be keep changing. Now it is G16. Hard code it as G16 only, no problem. So first, and whenever you are writing any macro, just try to hard code it. No worries. After that, we'll make it dynamic. So what I'll do, I'll say WKS total dot range of, make it G16 only. dot value equals the same logic what we used here. I'm using here, but it is fixed to G4 to G15 and it is in G16. Let me run this. I'm getting the formula here like this. But what if it gets increased? Okay, let's say I'll add some more data here, 23, 26. Now if I run this program, so what will happen in G16, it will give me the total from G4 to G15. But for me, the formula should come in G18. That means this G16, whatever is there, they should be keep changing. Let me just change that. Copy this, paste it here. That 16, whatever is there, that should get changed. So what I'll do, I'll go here. Let me just remove this 16, say ampersand. I have this count. The count is what? 14 now. That means 14. So how much I should add to come to this 18? That means I'll add 4 to the value what we have taken here, the count. Now what will happen? G, and here I have this 14 count plus 4 will give me 18. So that will come to G18. The next one, here the formula also should get changed. It says G4 to G15. Let me just remove this 15, and that 15 has to be dynamic. That is, it should come up to 17. Say ampersand intn. Intn will be 14. I'll say plus 3 ampersand like this. So what this will actually do is it will just try to change the number here. Say here I have this G14 plus 4, that is G18. The total will come here. Then sum of G4, this is the beginning, G4 to G14 plus 3, that is up to G17. Now let me run this. See, I'll get the total here. You see this, it will become dynamic. Let me just remove this and then I'll add some more. See, I added some more. Now the result has to come in G21. Now if I execute this, see, I'll get the total here in G21. You can see that I'm getting the total here. So you keep adding values, it will go and it will give me the total in the end only. Now I want to change this. Say I don't want this formula to be seen. Then we'll go here, copy this one, and just convert that into values like this. Equals values. Now if I run this, see, it'll go here, it'll get converted. So if you go and check this, it is 3346, which I'll get here. Let me delete these two values. I'm just adding some more. Now I should get the total in G26. You go here. Let me run this. See, I'll get the value like this. Like this, you can add the total. This is to get the total on top. So here there is no problem because it is taking the entire column here. But when it comes to this kind of total, that is to get the total in the end, then I have to take the count and then change the formula like this. So another way is having the loops here and then get the data here. Okay, so let me go here, say sub get total by loops. Okay, dim inti as integer as integer. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, this intn, whatever we have taken, we'll take the same thing here. This is the number of times I need to loop. Let's go here and I'll say for inti equals 1 to intn. Next inti. Okay, so this many times I'm trying to loop. Now we'll take this value and we'll keep adding it. So for this, we'll take one more variable. I'll say dim, we'll take as long only, long total as long. Because this might go beyond 32,767 as well. So long total will be equals to long total plus this value, from this value, say total dot range of G ampersand inti plus 3 dot value. So what this will do, it will be keep adding the total here. Now, after getting this total, I have to put this value in the end, that is here in G29. So here I'll have this value, that is 25. That means this we can take the same code where I used to give the total. Here I'll say equals LNG total. So what here will happen? It will just loop and get all the total, and then in the end it will take the total and put it in this cell, that is in the end here. Let's try this. First we'll say F8 and we'll see whether it is coming properly. See, LNG total is 101, this one. The next one will be the same total plus the next value. Let's see this one. So this plus this should be 229. Let's go here, see. Like this, suppose, just put a breakpoint, run this. Now if you go and check this, see 2684. Let's check the total. Let's say we'll select this, see 2684. Now the value, whatever is added, that should get added here, see in G29. Let's say run this, see 2684. Now suppose if I add more data here, now the total should come here in G33. Since I have taken this dynamic value here, if I run this, see, it will come to 2287. So just try to add this. It is 2287. So like this, by using loop also you can do. But this is the easiest way because this will just put a formula. But loop, what it will do, it will be keep adding one by one, one by one. Okay, so this is how you can have the total by using loops as well.